please stand for the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Heavenly Father, we beseech your divine guidance in this meeting. Keep us ever mindful of our obligation. Grant us, dear Lord, wisdom, tolerance, and courage that we may well serve our county and fulfill our trust. Amen.
Amen.
Good morning, everyone.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the minutes of May 12th and also the minutes of May 11th.
Second, discussion? Roll?
Hambley?
Yes.
Sweattick?
Yes. Okay, do we have any public comment regarding any pending resolutions today? Okay, we will move on to resolutions. I see Dan Becker, County Engineer.
Morning.
Morning.
Two resolutions for your consideration today. The first is a necessity to close Lake Road between Chippewa and Ridgewood for some railroad repair work. And the second is a necessity to close Granger Road for some culvert and repair maintenance.
Move to approve both resolutions.
Second, discussion? Roll?
Hambley?
Yes.
Sweattick?
Yes.
Thank you.
Very good, thank you.
Next up, I do not see Jeremy. Bethany Dentler, Economic Development. Actually, she's here for Port Authority today.
I'm wearing my other hat today.
Yeah.
The Medina County Port Authority back in 2016 approved a bond issuance for an assisted living center, and it is now being refinanced, which requires a whole other process for the Port Authority, and we need the commissioners to approve the reissuance of the bonds.
All right, I'll move to approve.
Second, discussion? Roll?
Hambley?
Yes.
Sweattick?
Yes.
Thank you.
Very good, thank you.
Next up, we have Holly Murin from Human Resources.
Good morning.
Good morning.
On our personnel changes resolution today, we have 2 new hires, 1 at Job and Family Services, 1 in maintenance, 6 rate increases, 1 in maintenance, 1 in Human Resources, and 4 in sanitary, and 2 leave of absence in sanitary.
I'll move to approve.
Second, discussion? Roll?
Hambley?
Yes.
Sweattick?
Yes.
Thank you.
Holly. Next up, we have Brett Thomas, our Finance Director.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Good morning.
I have 10 resolutions for you today, and one that had a slight change. We'll jump in here. Our first one is the amendments for our appropriations. Notable on here is a large change to our healthcare fund. This is actually funding the movement out of some of what we call sundry accounts to handle benefits payments for the healthcare coordinator. Our second resolution is transfer of appropriations. This resolution is the one that got modified. I apologize for that late addition. I had something that I wanted to say on that. I didn't know if you wanted me to do that now or at the end of my resolutions.
Go ahead. Whenever you want.
So this resolution does have one change to it for anybody that had downloaded the prior copy. I am making a recommendation to reduce the general fund line item for the auditor's office salary line in the amount of $53,158.09. That office recently terminated a near 20-year employee and has chosen not to utilize 4 interns that they had utilized prior under the pretense of budget constraints. However, the appropriations that were adopted by this board for 2026 were calculated specifically to accommodate the office's anticipated payroll obligations, including all of their standard increases and continuation of their existing staffing assumptions. As a result, there shouldn't have existed any structural budget deficiency necessitating eliminating any personnel. This action appears to directly contradict something that I had sent the auditor's office and their senior staff at the end of the budget process. In an email that I had sent at the end of February, I expressly stated that the payroll appropriation had been structured to include a standard 4% annual increase for all current staff, as well as presently no new positions are appropriated for. We had relied on those representations for our staffing models to determine our appropriations. Since that office has now materially altered their configuration, after receiving those appropriations, I want to return those back to other funds.
Okay.
Our third resolution is expenditure adjustments. We have court mediation and common pleas going through for their quarterly adjustments, as well as just a de minimis move over for what appeared to be a munis error, where we had a 2025 expense that got stuck in 26. Our fourth resolution is creation of the Sheriff's OCJS body camera grant in the amount of $58,312.06. The fifth resolution is a Ohio Drug Law Enforcement grant for the Drug Task Force. This grant is in the amount of $120,001.69. We have a local match on this for $30,001.69. The grant is for $90,000. Our sixth resolution is approving the Reclaim and Felony Delinquent Care Grant application. That grant is in the amount presently stated of $1,267,371.40. Our seventh resolution is authorizing the purchase of 7,500 gallons of unleaded gasoline for the engineering center. Ports Petroleum came in with our low bid of $3.66 per gallon. It really seems like just a few weeks ago that I was talking about $1.90 some cents. Our eighth resolution is expenses for the county engineer, conference for GIS services. Our ninth resolution is expenses for other county officials. And finally, our 10th resolution is our weekly bills in the amount of $1,478,953.54.
Move to approve the 10 resolutions.
Second, discussion?
I just want to say I fully concur with your recommendation to reduce the auditor based upon that termination.
Okay, roll.
Hambley?
Yes.
Sweattick?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Brad.
Thank you.
Next up, we have Matt Springer, County Administrator.
Good morning. I have two resolutions. The first one's accepting and approving the Medina County Drug Advisory Committee recommendation for McDAC grant funds for program year 26 and 27. As you know, this helps fund school resource officers who are placed within the various public schools within Medina County. The total amount of this grant would be $1,847,099. And then the second resolution is accepting terms of a new opioid settlement agreement and then authorizing the prosecutor's office to take all necessary action before the filing deadline, which is set for June 4th of 2026.
Move to approve both resolutions.
Second, discussion? Roll.
Hambley?
Yes.
Sweattick?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Very
Matt.
good. Thank you.
Next up, we have department reports. We have Matt, our Chief Building Official.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So on our reports, the biggie is that everything is up. For 2 months straight now, we've had all positives on everything, and not only on the financial side of it, but also just number of permits. We've been getting quite a few. So it's kind of expected. This is the time of year when things start really picking up, but they're picking up even more than usual. So that's a good thing. Other than that, on the business side of things, David, Kick, and I have been really working hard trying to work through some of this ag exemption and stop work orders that have been kind of lingering around in the department. So we're working with Denise and planning with the zinc meetings. We're going to start going to those and working with the zoning officials, get on the same page with them, and with the stop works, I'm working with Mike Lyons over at the prosecutors to see how we can start pursuing those a little more. And other than that, we've added 2 intermittent inspectors to our T of O with anticipation of the busy summer, and hopefully we'll find some good ones to kind of fill some gaps. That's about it.
I do like the color coding, my old eyes, it's easier to see.
Same, that's why it's there.
I'll just say, of course, you're saying everything goes up, so is the cost of construction of the average house.
Yes,
Yes,
that number is, wow,
yep.
Yeah, 537,000.
I know,
Yeah. Compared to last year, so the last couple of years.
yeah.
Unbelievably. Okay,
Thank you so
All right.
much.
very
you.
good, thank you.
Next up, we have Tom O'Connell, our MMHA Director.
Good morning.
Good morning.
On behalf of the MMHA Board, our staff, and especially our emergency housing team and our Next Step Up team, I'm really thankful for this opportunity to provide an update on the operations and impact of Next Step Up, the emergency homeless shelter here in Medina County. Since opening in February 28th, 2025, we have served 285 people. It's 285 human beings have been served there at Next Step Up. In this year, 52 guests. That's some carryover from 2025. Since January, we have served 31 children at Next Step Up. Even last week, we had 6 children, ranging in ages from 4 months old to 17 years old, staying at Next Step Up. We're averaging, and this number has stayed fairly consistent over the first 15 months or so of operations, 23 beds per night are being used on average of the 27 beds and 2 cribs that are there at Next Step Up. Since January, 16 guests have signed their own lease agreements. We're celebrating that. We're averaging 6 guests per month are finding sustainable employment. Back in February, and I know some were there, we hosted a fundraiser, Roaring for a Cause, the Great Bingo Give Back in Wadsworth. Through the generous support of donors, sponsors, and our community, raised around $52,000 to support Next Step Up operations. Just a quick success story from this year already. A guest entered shelter in February after living with his mom for several years. Once his mom went into a more skilled nursing facility, this guest was unable to pay the high rent and found himself homeless. The guest had very limited social and financial support to assist him. And throughout his stay, the guest worked relentlessly on his next steps to leave Next Step Up. He worked with our case management team on housing navigation, along with connecting with much-needed mental health resources. And throughout his stay, the guest continued to stay engaged with his housing plan and found a housing unit. And I'm pleased to share, happy to share, that on May 7th, just a few weeks ago, the guest signed his own lease and moved into his own apartment. We do want to thank the county, the cities of Medina, Wadsworth, and Brunswick for their support of Next Step Up. Just in closing, just a few brief updates about MMHA. From I think most of you know, for most of 26, this calendar year, our office staff has been somewhat nomadic. And I just want to say thank you to the county for allowing 10 of our housing authority staff to work from JFS for about 2.5 or 3 months. I'm also happy to share that on Wednesday, May 6th, just a few weeks ago, the Housing Authority moved into offices. I'm hoping it's our final move until we move to the Municipal Court building. We're now working out of 4079 North Jefferson. Space is a wonderful space, not big enough for our entire office staff, which is around 21 people, but we were able, with some creativity and flexibility, get 15 staff in that office. So a lot of doubling up, one office triple up, but we're happy to be under the same roof. At least most of us are, be under the same roof. We'll either love each other at the end or want to leave. I don't know, but we'll see. And yeah, we believe, as I said, this will be our final office location until we are able to move into the Municipal Court building later this year. The Lafayette, if you drive by there on Lafayette Road, is well under construction, about 50%. We've crossed the 50% completion stage. Again, this is 10 units of permanent supportive housing. Due to about a 6-week weather delay in the winter, we're looking at a mid-September completion. We are in writing the tenant selection plan, which is in process. Our goal is that guests from Next Step Up, not every guest, but some guests from Next Step Up, would be able to live at the Lafayette as their next step. So That'll be completed later this year. And then lastly, we are working towards closing the financing on a major renovation project. Northview Manor, one of the Housing Authority's oldest properties in its inventory, 85 units of affordable housing, will get completely renovated. This is about a $15 million investment. We're working with our development partner CHN Housing, to wrap up closing by July 1st. This location is not fully occupied, but it is occupied. We have residents there, so there is a whole relocation plan, basically moving residents every 6 to 8 weeks from one unit to another to renovate and then back into their unit. It's about a 18-month project once we get started in July. So thank you again for the opportunity to share these updates.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thanks.
Nice to see you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, next up, we have Jody Robbins from the Medina County Visitors Bureau?
Convention
Convention, sorry, and Visitors Bureau.
All right, I'm going to pass these down to you.
Okay.
Publication, getting that in. And then, dun, 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 our new kids guide. Your pizza page is in there, Steve.
Oh,
All right. So, happy to report a record-breaking Q1 bed tax remittance for 2026. It was $14,000 over the previous record, which was in 2024. So, that's kind of nice to break that 100,000 when we're typically used to getting about 80 in May. So, I was excited about that. That might have had something to do with my second point. Record visitor guide requests. Keep in mind, last year to date, we had 165. This year so far, we've had 425. We used to get 10 requests a week, and now I'm getting 40 to 50. So I'll need to amend the budget for postage. As you can see, we have our new kids guide. Again, we did that in-house, utilized the same company for layout. We added a few pages, and we also this time partnered with the kids and students from Brunswick Beat to do the major writing of the stories that are in there. So I thought that was a really cool partnership. We promoted our new visitor guide at the Spring Travel Show, which aired in March. And then we previewed the kids guide at the Summer Travel Show, which will air this weekend. And that travel show is in Columbus. It is Fox 28, ABC 6, and CW down in Columbus. So, and of note, it was really funny when I was at my desk working on some things while the Spring Travel Show was airing. I was actually getting guide requests because we have at the bottom of our spot, we actually have our website, so people were actively requesting guides while that was on. So I thought that was pretty good ROI. Also, speaking of Columbus, last week, Matt and I went down to State Tourism Day, which is when all 88 counties send representatives from their visitors bureaus and their destinations. And there were about, I think, 120 different people out on the State House of the Lawn. Weather was perfect. It was kind of fun to see all that going on in the state. And then the next day, Matt had his OTA Leadership Day in Newark, and I attended Lobbying Day. So I got a chance to speak to some of our representatives about House Bill 161, which has to do with short-term rental. Graduated Leadership Medina County last week. So class of 2026, Legacy 35 class, that was really something to some of my leadership friends in here. So we are wrapping up 5 promotional videos to promote the county and 1 30-second video that will be used as a commercial of sorts for movie theaters all over Ohio. So we met a gentleman that takes videos, and he actually you can choose the theaters that you show them. So we have a 30-second video that's going to be shown before our pick of movies for the summer, the duration of the summer. So yeah. Since it's hot in summer, we want to mention that we were able to secure the premier title sponsorship for the 2027 Ice Fest. So we will be the premier sponsors for that. And we're hoping to breathe some new life into that event and make it even better than it's ever been. A big win I wanted to mention, the Ohio Association for Career and Technical Schools held its spring forum in Medina County at the Medina County Career Center this spring. The CVB office assisted with planning hotel stays of about 40 attendees. So it was really nice to kind of work with Steve and Annette and make that come to fruition. We're very excited about Medina County's first ever completely pet-friendly hotel. So the Comfort Suites in Wadsworth is now Garner, and it is pet-friendly. So you can bring up to 2 pets with you. So that's been something that we've been missing. So now we have a pet-friendly hotel for all those people that are looking for places to spend the night with pets. They have a ribbon cutting and an open house on June 10th at 5 p.m. to check that out. And just some upcoming events for the CVB. We will be attending the Medina Half Marathon, maybe Buck in Ohio, depending on the weather, Big Ohio Book Con, Folk and Flora Fest, Cars and Coffee, and the Phoenix Cups that's in Wadsworth. And Matt and I are actively participating in farmers markets. So
Excellent.
taking advantage of that.
Good job.
So that's it.
Excellent. Thanks so
Excellent.
much.
Thank you.
Okay, do we have any public comment today?
Yeah.
Yes. Your name and address, please.
Yeah, good morning. My name is Teresa Snyder. I'm at 10145 Shaw Road, Chatham Township, Spencer, Ohio. And the reason why I'm here, I do keep up with things and I go to a lot of meetings. So anyways, this is one of them. I watch the Ohio channel, and if something catches my eye or whatever, I listen to it. And there happened to be a person talking to the in Ohio, addressing the issue of drug rehab. And he said that a lot of people get into the rehab, but there's an inconsistency where it goes. The system is broken. They may enter one place, but then when they go to another level, it may be something different. And he says they don't have the proper certifications, licenses. It just may be a home. Then they drop out and then they go back to staying on their drugs. So it's like anything else. I worked in healthcare since 1965, so I saw things change all the way through. And one of the things when you have, and this is health crisis. So if you have any health crisis, there's a lot of changes that went in healthcare to make sure there was the consistency with when they get on to when they need to recuperate and get back to a healthy function in life. So I did, then the second thing that caught my eye was the town motel to be converted into a level 2 recovery, drug recovery, level 2. So, and that's at the hotel right out of town on 42 there. So anyways, I was thinking, well, maybe I'll look in, so I Google a lot. But I did get some things. So a recovery center needs to be licensed, no matter what level. They have to have a license, certifications. They need a multidisciplinary staff, social services, mental health services, and many more things that I don't have time to explain in this meeting. So I was just wondering, when they open this up, do they have all these things in place? So when these people enter this, are they going to have the continuum of care?
So what I would suggest is that you contact Stephanie, who's the executive director of the Hope Recovery Center. She is guiding this project, and it is her, the Hope Recovery Center, that will be working in conjunction with that new facility. So that is who I would suggest that you contact for more details.
Okay, how can I get her information?
We'll make sure before you leave.
Yeah.
We'll have
Oh,
And
okay.
they have been working with formerly it's the Adam Board,
Yeah,
our
because
Mental
there's
Mental
a-
Health and Recovery Board, to provide those, as you say, that basically that continuum of care.
Right.
They already have support services in place at other facilities.
they have all
But this
that
needs
stuff.
the additional residential, and that's why they've taken the opportunity to basically
Yeah,
remodel
so if
that
you
and have
start
that. So.
taking out the pieces,
Sure.
then you're not going to get the continuum of care. You understand what I'm saying? It's if
Yeah,
you
but-
have like a rehab.
Sure. Actually, I think
Stephanie
we.
Robinson will be able to answer your question.
I think when you look at it, we've got one of the best in the state, and you might have heard that we had our Health and Human Services Secretary, Kennedy, came and visited Hope Recovery Center 2 weeks ago, I think it was. And yeah, I think you represented the
But
board.
so
there.
she would know
So-
if they have all these.
Oh, yes, yes, and I
Absolutely.
can explain how they do have the continuum of
Because
care.
especially if dollars start going to these places, you know.
Sure, yes.
And whether it be for insurance or whatever.
Before you leave, Brian can assist you in getting the phone number. Thank you, Denise.
Okay,
Thank
very
you.
good. Yep, we can get
Okay.
you that, so.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Sure, very good. Thank you.
Anyone else have
But
any
still a
public
problem.
comment today? Okay, Denise, do you have something?
No.
Bethany, anything more? Matt, anything more? Other Matt? In the back? No. Brett? Okay, Steve, you're up.
No, I've got nothing.
I don't either. Anyone else? Okay, I will entertain a motion.
Yeah, make a motion to go into executive session for the purpose to discuss pending court action.
Second, roll.
Hambley?
Yes.
Sweattick?
Yes, we will not be coming back after. Thank you so much.